in its continued effort to propagate and celebrate the ennobling legacies of the first President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Right Honorable Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. The Public Policy Research and Analysis Center, PPRAC, has held the 2014 edition of the Zeke Prize Award. The Zeke Prize in Leadership Award was first held on Thursday, 16 November 1995, a year after the PPRAC was established by a select group of eminent Nigerians who took up the challenge of constituting themselves into an intellectual think tank whose sole objective is to contribute ideas from time to time which will help in enhancing public policy implementation. This is given the fact that poor implementation has been the major bane of many credible policies in Nigeria. This is why today Nigeria is battling a myriad of national conflicts or crises on the social, economic, and security fronts. In fact, the current crisis the present administration should do well to contain before it snowballs into full-scale proportion is the unavailability of petroleum products, which have almost brought the social and economic life of Nigerians to a complete standstill. This sad phenomenon, unfortunately, took a serious toll on the attendance of guests at this year's Zeke Prize for Leadership Award. However, the organizers decided to go on with the awards, opting to rather judge the matter on the scale of value as against the volume of those who attended. Talking about those that added great value to the event, His Royal Highness Eze Dr. Cletus Ilomoya, CON, Chairman of Imo State and Southeast Traditional Rulers Council, the business titan, Dr. Obao Tudeko, CFR, Chairman Honeywell Group, who was the chairman of the occasion, Professor Jubril Aminu, Nigeria's Emeritus Minister, former Senator and Elder Statesman, Chairman of PPRAC, who after 8 hours of waiting for his flight from Abuja to Lagos still could not make it. Also in attendance to add value to the event were award recipients in the different categories. In his welcome remarks, Chief Mark Wabara, a member of the PPRAC in his own right, who represented the chairman, Professor Jubril Aminu, observed that it was good to note that the Zeke Awards have been kept afloat since 1995, when the award was first held. This, according to him, speaks volumes for the effort of members of the advisory board of the PPRAC, who against all odds have exhibited uncommon foresight and vision, and in fact, doggedness.
Zeke Prize Award, as has been ably described, is an important event under the management of the PPRA, of which, by the special grace of God, I'm a member. So I'm stepping into the shoes of the chairman, who is unavoidably absent today. And my job is to welcome, first and foremost, to thank all of you. This important gathering this evening, that this recognition of men and women who have excelled in their professional callings has continued to lay a solid foundation, and that this organization, through this award, in recognizing distinguished ladies and gentlemen, they have continued to contribute to the development of this nation.
The chairman of the event, Dr. Obao Tudeko, CFR, in his welcome remarks, congratulated all the recipients of the Zeke Prize Award for 2014. He emphasized that he was honored with the award in 2004. Dr. Obao Tudeko stated that it's a thing of pride that should boost the ego of anyone and open doors in important places for all those who have had the special privilege to be recipients of the Zeke Prize Award.
We are gathered here today to celebrate an important element for human, organizational, and societal growth and development, which makes me to put into perspective. I want to say to you that you are very fortunate individuals. Put yourself in the shoes of the great Zeke, and then you know that you've been identified for a great thing, not just for what you have done, but you've been singled out for a great future for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I share in your joy of today. PPRAC, through the Zeke Prize for Leadership, is rewarding your many years of selfless service, industry, passion, and commitment to noble ideals of leadership. I feel very sincere and indeed honored to say congratulations to you, even as I want to urge you to please remain steadfast to the values that have brought you this glory and honor today.
With the chairman of the occasion, the Royal Father and Chief Mark Wabara on the rostrum, the award presentation began in earnest. As a massive ceremony, Ali Baba called out the names of all those who won in the different categories, one after the other. Good governance had Governor Umaru Tanko Al-Makura of Nasarawa State. He was represented by Nasarawa State Deputy Governor-elect and some top government officials from Nasarawa State.
His Excellency, the Governor of Nasarawa State, Governor Umaru Tanko Al-Makura. Give a round of applause. Represented by the Governor-elect, the Deputy Governor-elect of the state, Mr. Silas Ali Otagara.
The other recipient in the Zeke Prize for Leadership Award in the governance sector, Governor Rauf Aregbesola of Osun State, was represented by the Secretary to the Government of the state and some top officials from Osun State government.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, represented by the Secretary to the State Government.
Former Governor of Benue State, Senator George Akume, who was honored in the public service category sector, was represented by his wife, Chief Mrs. Regina Akume.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Senator George Akume, represented by Her Excellency, the well-deserved winner of the 2014 Zeke Prize, Senator George Akume. Congratulations.
The founder of Dar Communications PLC, owners of AIT and Raypower, and the entire Dar Communications broadcasting conglomerate, Chief Alioho Raymond Dokwesi OFR, was honored in the professional leadership category of the Zeke Prize Award. He was represented by Kenny Ogungbe, MD Raypower.
Please welcome Raymond Alego Dokwesi, a lion and a big mogul. Please represented by Dr. Kenny Ogungbe.
Mr. Goody Ibru, ON, stood out to be counted in the business leadership category of the Zeke Prize for Leadership Award. He was represented by his son, Akpofure Goody Ibru.
Please let's welcome Mr. Goody Ibru. Give a round of applause, represented by Akpofure Ibru.
Mr. Jubril Aku, who is the managing director of EcoBank PLC, was also honored with the Zeke Prize in Professional Leadership. He was joined by a large assemblage of staff of EcoBank and other friends.
We invite Mr. Jubril John Aku, MD, CEO, EcoBank and USPS. He's a transformational leadership and management expertise. His transformational leadership and management expertise has enabled him to lead several critical acquisition projects since joining the bank in 2006. Some projects included
The awardee of the Zeke Prize in Business Leadership, Dr. Innocent Chukuma of Innocent Motors, Nnewi, was also represented. Pastor Chris Okoje, who was honored for his humanitarian service, was also represented. At the end of the presentation of the awards to the recipients, the awardees lined up for a photo and video session with members of the Public Policy Research and Analysis Center. Mr. Jubril Ako, MD of EcoBank PLC, gave the response on behalf of those who were honored at that ceremony. He thanked the organizers for deeming them fit for the prestigious award and promised on behalf of all the awardees that they will be worthy representatives of all the Zeke ideals and legacies.
On behalf of all the recipients, most of whom are not here in person, but sent very highly distinguished representatives, I congratulate all of you, and all of us really, for this award. Now, the great Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was known for leadership from the colonial days when he struggled for independence. So to be associated with an award dedicated in his memory, I think it's memorable, and we should all congratulate ourselves.
The vote of thanks was given by Prince Emeka Obasi, the Executive Secretary of the Public Policy Research and Analysis Center, PPRAC. See you all next year at the Zeke Prize for Leadership Award.